I was actually on Joe's show yesterday opening up a card reveal, the Boise State's new trading cards. Mike Walsh from Boise State, Associate Athletic Director over here, kind enough to bring one of these by. This has been the talk of Bronco Nation this week. A really cool deal for the first time ever. The entire Boise State football team represented in a trading card. This was an expedited process that happened on the fly, and Mike Walsh is the brains behind the operation, although he probably won't take credit for it. Mike, why is this unique, and how cool is it to see this product 3 weeks later, basically, out there amongst Bronco Nation?
No, it's really cool, and it did take a little bit longer than 3 weeks for the idea to come to fruition, but production-wise, you're about spot on that, and super lucky to have a local group that it was the muscle behind this. If you want to claim that I was the brains behind it, it took a ton of muscle, and I know you're going to talk about that a little bit, but those guys crushed it for us, and it is so cool to see it out there. The uniqueness of it is, everybody being included, the ability for us to use our own photos, and just the ability for all of the players to benefit from it and benefit up front, where they're truly paid a royalty license fee to be able to have their image utilized in these cards, rather than the promise of potential compensation if they are to go out and kind of sell the cards. Instead, it's like, nope, your value is the picture on the card, and there's a business that sees the value in that, and they're gonna invest in that.
The businesses that got involved in this, Jackson's put their name on these cards, On It Marking printed these cards. Mike said that this is a process or a concept that he's been thinking of for quite some time, but the actual production of it happened in just a few short weeks. You could see right here, these cards, Mike, these are quality. I collected baseball cards when I was a kid, and sure, some of the tops and stuff like that, they might have a little bit of a different feel, but you're just looking at the lamination process right there. They protect these cards. They give them some nice integrity. The boxes are awfully cool. When you stand here and look at this, what is your take? Did it come out better than you would have expected, or can you not wait to maybe try to run it back again?
I mean, of course you're vying for perfection, and I don't know if I can say perfect, but this is dang close.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, these are super professional. The guys that on it are on it legit. I mean, this thing was so cool, start to finish, and the equipment that they have for the printing to be able to do it, and for that to be local for us, the opportunities that opens the door to are immense. And for an NIL opportunity like this, the quick turn is really important, and for it to be really quick and really professional, could not ask for anything else.
Yeah, the price per pack, $12.99. Right now, Jackson's is the exclusive retailer of these. So if you want a pack of these, you have to go to a Jackson's.
You got to hustle, too.
You got to hustle. Yeah, the first round might be gone. I went to a few Jackson's yesterday, talking with some members of Bronco Nation. Went to about 10 stores. All of those stores were sold out. So good luck trying to find them. Will there be a second wave? And another question I've been frequently asked in the last 2 days, which seems like it's been a long time, if you don't live in Boise, how can you get your hands on a set of these cards? And as you answer, I'm actually going to start opening these.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what's in there. Yeah, so the exclusivity for Jackson's right now is certainly a key piece for them. We have heard the overwhelming response for those out of town, and we are looking into ways that we can take care of them and figure out what that looks like. As far as the numbers right now, there were 5,000 delivered on the first day, on Thursday. There were another 1,000 packs delivered yesterday, which were largely around this area, the Broadway area, the campus area. And so I just checked the store across the street before we jumped on here. There were some available over there. And we are looking at the balance of that 10,000 order to be delivered early to mid next week. From there, we really do have some opportunities, and we'll go back to the table and figure out what makes the most sense. But if the first 10,000 get burned through, we could certainly look at an opportunity for another bulk order from Jackson's to be available in store, potentially find an e-commerce solution. And if we do have those additional cards ordered, we might be looking at another additional series of signature cards beyond the first 10 that we might be able to find, a couple new Boise State athletes to include in that set of signature cards.
Okay, well, and you look at this, and the one cool thing about it, you feel like there's a payoff because you want good cards, right?
Yes.
There's about a 40% chance that you're going to get a JL Skinner card, and the proof is right there. Just open a pack, got a JL Skinner card. 1 in 10 packs have an autograph card. I wasn't lucky enough to get one of those. But as this moves forward, this deal benefited every single football player on the roster. Moving forward, there is a potential, it sounds like, to have more specific player deals that could benefit one individual from a special moment, I guess, if you will. What is the future of NIL in your opinion as we push forward here?
Yeah, absolutely. The big thing for us with our program in general and what we're able to tell student athletes that we're doing on their behalf and to be the most student athlete friendly program in the country, we want turnkey solutions. Trading cards, you know, I'm not going to say that it's a done deal that this happens every single year because there's a lot of logistics that go into it. We're very fortunate to have gotten it done this year, but at the same time, we are trying to create turnkey opportunities, and the same goes for individuals, and that's kind of what you're mentioning on it and their ability to do some of these very quick turns and some high quality design work, and our ability which I'm really proud of the foresight that we had. I think a lot of people, you've interviewed Tyler McFarland in the past and talked to him. He's a student that we have that we're so fortunate to have for photography, and it's him and John Kelly on our University Photography Services team. Their photos, that's what these are, right? That is what we have the commercial license to. And when we put Tyler on scholarship, we looked ahead and said, what are some things that we need to talk about? Commercial rights to photos was a really big deal, and the ability for an athlete to be able to utilize a photo for commercial purposes. You're talking about, you know, we're talking, if this is in place last year, Khalil Shakir's one-handed catches, some of those amazing photos. We're about to see some, I'm sure, not only tonight, but in the weeks ahead as some of these guys really get going, not only on offense, but the defensive guys you talked about earlier. Really expect to see some awesome work come from Tyler and the team, and those photos will be able to turn super quick. And posters and autographed photos, fat heads, I mean, the wall clings, the stuff that on it's going to turn out for these guys is incredible, and we cannot wait to get that thing rolling.
Might have seen a mock of a Scott Matlock fathead.
They are cool.
It was epic. Like I said, Ashton Denty, George Tarlis, J.L. Skinner, every pack you're basically guaranteed to get somebody. My guy Alexander Tubner. Like I said, everybody represented on this thing. Mike, we appreciate it. Excited about the potential of the fan engagement and all this stuff. It's going to be awesome moving forward. Appreciate your time, Mike.
Hey, thank you so much, Jay.
All right.